Hi everyone, day 32. I say day 32. Technically all my walks are finished now. My month of walks, which I feel better for. I'm still going to go out for walks, I think, because, you know, they make me feel quite, exhausted. First day of the school holidays, so the kids are here, so I'm exhausted just from sitting indoors. I got my pin badge from the Samaritans for completing my walk, which is nice. The actual fundraiser itself is open for another couple of days on Facebook, so I think you've got until April 3rd or April 4th before it actually closes if you have a donation that's going in late. This video, I'm just going to address a couple of questions which have come up during the making of the last 31 videos. Frequently asked, did you actually hurt yourself? You mean when I did this?
It just whoops.
Or when I did this? In a lot of cases, no. It was all sort of like flailing around with a phone. But in the case of the slide, yes. As you get to the bottom of the slide, it levels out and then it sort of like just dips down to hit the mat. There is something about that. If you do not land on it right, you just impact the bottom of your spine and it hurts. And it hurts a lot. So no and yes. Another question that came up, did I actually get in trouble with various law-making groups? No. Again, that was just some incredibly good editing on my part. There were no dogs. There were no guns. The only thing that really happened was a load of people looking at me very weirdly for talking into a phone. Because the thing about each of the videos, I would record sort of like 20-30 minutes and then, edit it down. Because some of the rambles are just, they just go completely off tangent and just end up being completely pointless. So yeah, I'd edit them down. But you saw most of everything. The more than one occasion, I actually told the same story twice in a row, and then just picked the best version of it to actually say. But yeah, so no, never actually got in trouble. It did look good though. Did I get caught in the rain a lot? Now, funny thing about this is that I did get caught in the rain quite a bit. Except the one time where I actually look like I'm caught in the rain. I think it's day 2 or day 3. It's the one where I'm at the Thetford Priory, the stone ruins. That day, it was actually quite nice sunshine and it didn't rain at all. So again, that was just some very skillful editing to make it look like, a Werner Herzog beige looking dull piece of film. That is a reference I think very few people will actually get. Oh yeah, someone asked me about day 10. Day 10 was the one where it was so windy and so snowy I never actually got a video to put out. I did actually record a video and it you couldn't hear or see anything and I was just completely blown off my feet. So I actually recorded the video sort of like an hour later and it was just showing you all the stuff from Natasha's memories and stuff, and the last bit was a picture of me showing the camera the stuff. Quite well posed. I had to make sure everything was in the right place, but yeah, I actually took that picture on a separate camera and printed it out just before I started. I think a lot of people probably guessed that. But yeah, it did look quite good. Did any videos go wrong? Yes, actually. They did. Day 5, I was supposed to get more of a video crossover, so I'd come into the room as I'm sitting down, and then as I'm sitting down, I'd just disappear. But thanks to the fact that the camera's got an auto color correction, you could see the join in the video, and I wasn't happy with it, so instead it was just I flash out of existence and then walk through the door sort of like a microsecond after. It looks alright, but it wasn't what what I was going for. Which is a shame, because that would have been some really good editing. So like, after that point, I did sort of like muck around with all the settings on here to make sure that, you know, it looked good. Hence the fact I ended up a few days later giving myself a pep talk on the sofa, which again didn't quite work, because if you look at the pattern on the sofa, you can see it doesn't quite line up, because as you sit on it, the entire cushion moves, because the sofa is about 14 years old and doesn't support any weight anymore. Day 20, camera problems. There were no camera problems. The entire thing were absolutely fine. Apart from the first bit where I did try and record it in my car, but the phone fell over. So you do have the audio but no video, but the rest of the video was actually fine. I just thought it would be interesting to try and splice in stuff that looked like I was having a lot more fun than I was. Admittedly, on the top of Mount Chiliad in GTA 5. And yes, that is my character. And Clara's come to say hello.
Hey. Ba. Ba ba ba. Like a balloon. Hey.
For those who weren't sure, Clara has a balloon. She loves that balloon. Little shout out as well to... I've uploaded these to YouTube in slightly better format, because Facebook only lets me upload potatoes. So there's sort of like 1080p on YouTube. And I was going to shout out to the user, sort of like at that one dad joke 42TM. Because on my last video, on day 31, he actually put a comment that really helped me. So I want to say thank you for the series. It made me realise and come to terms with a lot of feelings I've been ignoring for the past few years. I think I'll come back to this whole video journal if I ever need some advice in the future. So once again, thank you for all the stories and advice you have shared through this entire thing. And you know what? That actually makes me feel really good about making all this. Because it shows me that there's been a purpose to it all, that there's been a reason that I've done all this. And, you know, it's all worthwhile, and it's helped someone. And I hope as it goes into the future, it will continue to help people. And I hope I can keep on making videos and it'll continue to help people. But now that I've finished my charity walks with over £700 raised for the Samaritans, that's all finished. If you have any suggestions of things that I could do, you know, things that I can move on with, you know, other things that I can occupy my time with, you know, leave me a message, stick a comment down, send me a voice note, give me a WhatsApp, send it through the post. You know, just figure out a way. But don't make a phone call, because I won't answer. But anyway. Happy April Fool's Day. That's why I didn't upload this any earlier, because I didn't want people to think I was going to have a little bit of a fool. We've missed all of that today. Unless you saw my post on Facebook about beans on toast flavoured tea. And yeah, I haven't bothered with that with the kids. Anyway, I'm going to edit this video and upload it now. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye. See you next day.
Go on.